This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
Everyone's doing their part. Are you? The war effort needs your effort. At work, at home, in your community. They're doing their part. Are you? Join the mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
We mixed, we loaded it, we edited.
Sometimes we get so deep into conversation that we have separate segments worthy of their own place in the sun.
Here is a reshuffled mini episode.
This is a big thing. Like, I read the book growing up, I saw the movie, was kind of had a love-hate relationship, and then much like RoboCop, I got it. I'm like, oh, it's satirical. And yet I still encounter people who are like, I remember it was stupid then, stupid now, and then I see other people who are like, what is wrong with you? It's brilliant. So why do you think it's just so hard to comprehend?
I don't know.
Well, that's okay. We've already reviewed it all, so now we're just talking about our favorite moments, if you will, and there are many. It's not uncommon for me to just see something. If I think it looks like a recruitment ad, I'll silently go, "Would you like to know more?" You know, it looks bad, you know, and. But yeah, I mean, it's so funny how Johnny Rico becomes a general by the third movie, and it's just like, yeah, but virtually everybody is a red shirt, and these bugs really only win on size, not because they're necessarily good at killing either.
True.
And I still I would see people say, why don't they just nuke the planet? I'm like, because everybody's incompetent. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's true.
But I love it when they finally first get to the planet, and you know, just the main guy goes first, like, you know, just he gets like impelled. I think he's played by Gerald Ford's son, who did some acting briefly, and then the next guy like loses a leg. Gets, you know,
Oh yeah.
everybody's losing their shit, and it's just so. It really is actually just probably the funniest part of the whole movie. There's just like,
It is a good opening though.
it's a good opening. It's so wild how it was. Verhoeven was influenced by the news reports he was seeing on the Gulf War, and this is a year before Thin Red Line, Saving Private Ryan, and I just love how everybody's afraid to even shoot their guns. You know? Meanwhile, then afterwards, it's like there's so many body bags, and they've lost all the dog tags. They can't even identify anybody. And meanwhile, Rico's in a Bacta tank, like Star Wars is healing. I'm like, of course. They thought they were invincible. They you know, they've been knifed, they've been shanked, they've gotten tattoos, and it's just like, nope, they dumb.
It's the best satire sci-fi horror film
Yeah, you would think it'd be enough. Like, it's it really is all there on the page.
ever.
And just how the Federation guys are just so full of themselves. They're like, we got this. It's like, you don't got anything.
True story.
You don't got it. And part two gets a lot of flack, and I can understand why. It's got a terrible budget and production design and look, but if you can suffer through it, there's a lot of fun kind of betrayals and some ironies on how the despicable war criminal is actually the hero there,
But
and ends up sacrificing himself.
yeah, I think I liked Hero of the Federation more, but I can't quite remember. Or maybe it was Marauders that I liked best.
Yeah, Marauder was part 3, where they're like, it's a good day to die. They're going into song, and T'Pol from Star Trek is like the main lieutenant gal, and she's having to follow literally the chancellor of the Federation, who is just dipshit from hell and religiously reawakened, and no one can argue with him.
And
And she's like, I just want to get off this fucking planet. Oh man,
which one had them getting turned?
that was part 2, where it was
Okay,
all
yeah,
like the Thing, an alien.
Yeah, that was the one that really freaked me out, but it was really
It's fun. It's just, once again, you gotta get past the low production value.
cool.
I know Phil Tippett said his main issue was he shouldn't have recast Brenda Strong, the main ship captain, in a different role, because it was confusing for people, but apparently they meant to have it be she was like the twin sister or some shit.
Oh, lovely.
That would have I wish they could have explored that. That would have been a better connection, instead of just using stock footage at the beginning of the movie.
I mean, using stock footage is smart because then you don't have to go back and reshoot shit.
I like the whole deal. It's just, if you know you don't have that same amount of like visual look, people can tell.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was like, just use the spaceship footage, and then
Yeah.
you know, and what do you think it is about, just in general, like, these guys are literally Nazis and they're just going around planet to planet, and the only good bug is a dead bug.
I don't know. I mean, you got your basic racial undertones right there.
Yeah. It's so wild how good casting on Doogie Howser. He's the main
Yeah,
scientist and
definitely.
everything. He's the smartest kid in school, and I love how he thinks he's the
and
smartest guy. He's like, "Don't join, don't join. They're
Yeah.
fascists." And then
Yeah.
by the end, he's joined, and he's like,
Yeah.
"We must have this bug."
And then you got Rue McCullahan in a very small role.
Rue Pelham.
Blanche. Blanche Devereaux. Golden Girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa, that is her.
Yeah. I didn't realize that on the first
I
watch
never did.
through.
I'm seeing him.
And then I watched it again and I was like, that's her, son of a bitch. And I was laughing my ass off like, wow.
Shit. Whoa.
Talk about blending in. I loved it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Poor Blanche went from being carefree to a fashion.
Freaking Vivian on Mod. Wow. I do, on subsequent viewings, I've loved seeing Seth Gillian as Sugar.
Yeah.
And I just, he's actually posted on Facebook at like a convention he was doing, because he's been on everything else, The Wire, Criminal Intent, and freaking Teen Wolf. And yeah, I just love how he just built out that line, just showing how brainwashed he is. I gotta keep killing bugs, sir. But yeah, just Ellis on The Wire, he was complicated. It's like, he's well intended, but he's spending too much time, talking shit and stealing, drug money.
Yeah. So
Oh
what's your
man,
favorite animated Starship Troopers?
man. Probably
didn't
the
you
one where
watch
they, the one where they brought back Dizzy. I thought that had some compelling animation, but kudos to the animators and filmmakers. They, the first one they did was basically what I call Appleseed, but this one was better at acknowledging some of the other how fucked up the whole thing is and how it's a lose. I'm like, okay, cool. So you're getting a little philosophical here. That's good. You're not just catering to the action, mindless guys who don't get what the movies are really about.
Yeah, Invasion was good. I love that. Trader of Mars was really good.
Yeah,
Great
that's
step
the one.
up.
Yeah.
I like the anime. I actually own that on a thumb drive. That was really
Oh,
surprising.
the 80s one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
like,
should
"Man."
see it, even if they're not into anime. You should check it out,
Yeah.
but Invasion did have some interesting like bug designs and
Mhm.
showing how they had all evolved, and it's wild how Rico looks more like Solid Snake from Metal Gear
Yeah, that's
Solid.
true. He really does.
Nick Fury. Yeah, wild stuff. And
Cool.
again, dude, like I will see people even label this a campy franchise. I'm like, it's not campy.
I mean, it can be campy. I mean, look at the first film. It really
I
is
mean,
campy.
it's yes, you're
It's
not supposed to
campy
take
and
it
serious.
serious.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to take it seriously, but like they're using that to label saying like turn your brain off kind of movie. I'm like, no, it's not that kind of movie either. It's deliberately ridiculous. I mean, the director has said it. He talked about how he would try and get holy shit moments when they're at the fort, and he would just make the craziest bug noises on set and freak everyone the fuck out.
Lovely.
I love how the one guy has taken up a position and just gets instantly decapitated, and you just and that's following my second favorite scene in the first one where what's his name, who's in every movie, the unstable guy.
Oh,
No, well, yeah, no, I do love how the professor's there and he dies and he's brainwashed everybody into thinking you apes you want to live forever. But I love uh the one guy who's been in every movie. I think he was in, I don't know if he was in Shawshank, but he was in, yeah, Marshall Bill. I love how he's General Owen. He's been in the one fridge this whole time. And you're like, dude, you are so full of shit. And he's just a hoot because they're here to retrieve him because they're afraid the bugs could, suck his brain and learn some info from him. And I love how he dies anyway. So this whole mission was a total, foobar, clusterfuck.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just so wacky, and it's just, but the one guy, Filipino actor who was later on Third Watch, Anthony Rubavar, yeah.
Oh yes,
Shujimi.
I love him.
I love how just he wins the most outrageous looks just the whole time. He is just gritting his teeth, barfing, and he gets killed. And same kind of deal. Like he's so close to dying on other occasions too. It's just like, jeez.
But the best part of Starship Troopers is the shower scene. No, not for the nudity. No, for everybody's backstory. That's what I love most. And when I saw it on FX, they cut that whole sequence out completely.
Yeah. What's funny?
Like,
you want to know what's funny? They apparently added in some other violent scenes that would have gone in an X back in the day, which doesn't make sense because you're looking at it. I'm like, that's X, not even close. It's just bugs getting blown up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trailers really goofed it up on FX. They made it look like it was an action movie, and it's like, well, it is, but it's not. At the same time, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be taken as a, hoorah movie, and
but it does fall into that military category because it's labeled as military science fiction.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fascist military sci-fi, and
I like my fascists. They're good people. They know about fashion. That's why they're called fascists.
and the fact that just both this and Fifth Element just didn't take off.
It happens. It really does.
I mean, I didn't like development growing up. I didn't hate it. It was just one of those. I'm like, it's okay. And then I come around and I'm like, I get it. I see what's been wrong because if you watch it on TNT, they cut out so many of Chris Tucker's risque humor, which sucks because there's some key story development in those same scenes. And I know they filmed this movie in parts of South Dakota, as well as Wyoming, Malibu, California, and I could have swore there was like some Arizona or some other stuff, but every time I've heard the actors speak at GalaxyCon, last time they had it, it was like Dina Mayer, a few others, obviously that, Denise Richards is a housewife and Casper's so busy, but it's just so funny how even Muldoon, was a soap opera B-movie star, and this kind of gave him some extra, fanfare. I love how he's the hotshot dickhead the whole time, and you actually feel sorry for when he dies. He has like the only F-bomb in the entire movie. It's like fucking race. But
he's so racist.
Absolutely, dude. I love how they've all talked about how Dina's already a pro. She's been in everything. Saw, Dragonheart, and even Bats with Lou Diamond. And then she's done mainstream, TV and other stuff. But it's just kind of like everybody is like, hey, we know what we are making, and it's a big movie. And sorry you didn't like it, but they didn't really have to apologize much. It's just like it just kind of came in waves. It was doing the numbers, and then people finally opened up a conversation. They were ready to talk about it at conventions. I don't know, man. I do not know.
You get my marshmallows, Mom?
I can't hear what they're saying.
A woman had a very full cart, and I asked her if she got my marshmallows, and she's like, I can't even keep track of what's in the cart.
Is it a cart full of bugs?
No.
That's what I love too, is how there's all those kids stomping on those roaches in that.
Yeah, that was fun.
One propaganda piece, and everybody else is getting all riled up, and we the Irons are just getting disgusted at not only just what we're seeing, but also just like people are actually buying into that bullshit. In fact, even the FAQ here is very frightening because people are clearly not getting it.
Are you serious?
Yes. The first question is, why don't they fire? Why are they arachnids? Why don't they fire nukes? It's like, oh my word. It's established that they want a war. They profit off it. I guess it would have been better liked had someone like Sam Raimi or Joe Dante done it, but I'm glad to put Verhoeven in that same category. I really am. Yeah. And it is one of those, much like Pulp Fiction, don't fucking bother watching it on TV. You're gonna miss something. You're gonna walk away during commercial break and miss another key thing and again, it's on basic cable, so they can't show everything. So it's just like, because I kid you not, I saw it on Sci-Fi a few weeks back. It's just the music and editing and even the opening scene is totally different, and you just feel like you're watching a totally different movie. You're just like, movies really can be fucked up if you edit certain scenes. It just it kills the tone, it kills the mood, it kills
Heinlein book is so funny because it is so different. Because Heinlein was very sort of pro-military, and then it's like, you know what? Fuck you. Well, Heinlein, to be fair, he changed his tone over time. He goes back and forth. He very famously was super. What's his name? Philip K. Dick. Basically, he took Philip K. Dick in when Philip K. Dick was at his lowest and took care of him. Because he felt a sort of solidarity, and Philip K. Dick always speaks so highly of him, even though they couldn't be more opposite in terms of political beliefs.
It just shows they found common ground, even though they couldn't be much different.
We'll return after these messages. Hey, it's Brent Pope, the host of Breakfast with Brent Pope. You've seen me on some of your favorite TV shows saying things like, "Give it up, Jimmy. You got to sink this putt to win." On Breakfast with Brent Pope, I sit down with guests from the entertainment world, and we do it all over breakfast. Or should I say Brentfast? Every week on Brentfast, you get inside Hollywood info and tips, great breakfast recs and booty debates. Most of all, you get the most delightful 30 minutes of your week. So dig in. It's Brentfast time. Listen at Brentfast.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever fine podcasts are found.
Do you ever find yourself thinking about who would win in a fight between Goku and Superman? Hi, I'm James Gavsey, and on the Who Would Win show, me and my co-host Ray ignore anything important happening in the outside world and debate fictional battles between characters from comics, movies, and video games.
We got a new show every week, and almost always am I the winner.
Yeah, not true, Ray.
In the past, we've discussed such matches as Captain America versus Darth Vader, Solid Snake versus the Iron Giant, classic matchups like RoboCop versus Terminator, and even the Muppets versus Sesame Street.
That one was crazy. So if you're a fan of geek culture and love a spirited debate, check out the Who Would Win show wherever you get your podcasts, or check us out at whowouldwinshow.com.
Follow us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening.
It's a jacked up review show. It's a jacked up review show. Jacked up review show. It's a jacked up